we have seen? Jenkins, master and slave. Okay, so all of you practice the topic. After practicing, any doubts or any queries? Like after practicing, concepts clear? Okay, fine. So in today's class, like I'm gonna start pipelines. So very important topic as well as interesting too. So make the heading as Jenkins pipeline. Like before start the pipelines concept, I would like to know one thing from your end. Like how many of you think Jenkins pipeline is difficult? Huh? Monitor is coming, right? Like my question for all of you is how many of you think Jenkins pipeline is difficult concept? So everyone thought it is easy. You don't know, na? Okay. Okay. Tell me one thing. How many of you think that you can able to write Jenkins pipeline on your own at end of session? One. Only one, two, three. So you can able to write your pipelines, right? That's true. Guys, like Jenkins pipeline is very, very easy concept. But the point you need to understand is how you are going to adapt that pipelines. For example, like everyone can teach you pipeline. But for teaching the pipeline, there must be a proper syntax you need to understand. Okay. If you know the syntax very well, writing pipeline is very, very easy for you. So let's connect to our Jenkins server and try to write the pipelines from the scratch. And the public IP address, what is the port number, sir? Sir, if I give port number 8080, can I able to log in? Huh? No, why I can't? Because Jenkins is on stopped state. Which state? Whenever you stop the server, service inside the server also going to be on stopped state. So what you want to do then? Systemctl start Jenkins.serve. Like dot service is optional, guys. Okay, dot service is optional. Hit enter now. So now if you can start it, it is going to start. And one more thing is, I'll tell you one tip for you. Like it's a command what you can use for on real time. Whenever you stop the server and like start the server one more time, every time we need to start the Jenkins or not, sir? Like we can avoid this one. How we can avoid means using the command chkconfig. Which command? chkconfig Jenkins on. If you give this command, next time if you stop and start, no need to restart Jenkins. It will automatically restart itself. Write this command chk Jenkins on. chkconfig Jenkins on. What is this command going to create? This command will make sure Jenkins is up and running always. Clear now? That means when you stop the server and start the server, we need to restart Jenkins, correct or not? From next time, you need not to do it. Why? Because chk command is going to make sure that whenever you stop the server and start it, Jenkins must be always on running status. Which status? So give the username Raham and password also I'm giving it as Raham. Okay, fine here. So in today's class, what we are going to do, sir? Pipelines, correct or not? So tell me the definition of pipeline. Already we discussed what is the meaning of pipeline, like in starting day of the dev, like what we call this one, Jenkins. So tell me the pipeline, P-I-P-E-L-I-N-E, pipeline. Tell me it, step by step, execution of clear now? Or second meaning is series of events interlinked with So in real time, if you ask me about pipeline, pipeline is going to start from taking the source code. I already shown you the pipeline, what we call this one. In Canva presentation, I have shown you. So if you want me to show one more time. So let me open the Canva. In Canva, I have shown you the pipeline symbol or not, sir? First of all, unit test, code, compiling, testing, all these actions were done at that time. So the moment if I go for Jenkins now, and if I see here, I'll show you how exactly this pipeline is going to work, okay? So let me move the slides here. Pipeline. Have you seen this? First of all, what we are going to do? Version control, like taking source code. Next, we are going to build. Next, we are going to, then finally, we are going to do deployment. So deployment, I won't show you now. Why? Because for deployment, you need to know about Tomcat. I haven't said about Tomcat till now. I'll tell the Tomcat and then I'll show you the deployment. Okay, sir, fine here. Like in today's class, I'm going to show you how to create an artifact through the pipeline. Taking the source code, compiling it, testing it, and generating an artifact. What is the meaning of artifact? Like examples. Var file, jar file, correct or not? So for this process, you are going to write pipeline. And I am not going to tell you process, you are also going to tell me. Like I am not going to teach you anything. I just say one example. Depending upon the example only, you are going to tell me the entire process to create the pipeline. In real time, they will ask you a question like in interview. How many types of pipelines you have? 2 types. How many types? First pipeline is scripted pipeline. Second one is declarative. How many type of pipelines we have? 2 types. First one is scripted. Second one is, sir, in real time, what we are going to use? Scripted or declarative? Of course, we use both, but high priority and always you will see declarative pipelines. 90% of the real time completely will use declarative pipelines only. Why? Because it will give you a lot of flexibility to understand what is exactly happening. Okay, then fine. Like seems to be here. When we are talking about declarative pipeline, so the first thing you need to understand is to write the pipeline, we are going to use a separate language called Groovy. Which language? To write pipelines, or simply pipelines are written on pipelines are syntax based. Which based? Which kind of syntax we are using? Here we use Groovy language. We use Groovy language to write pipelines. Okay. So it is a domain specific language. We can call it as DLS as well. What we can call it as? DLS means domain specific language. Clear, sir? And pipeline will give the process execution in visualization stage. Which stage? It gives the visualization of a process execution. That means what process you are executing. It is going to show the visualization. Clear, sir? No? Again, what is the meaning of pipeline? Step-by-step execution. Second meaning, series of events interlinked with each other. To use pipeline, which kind of language you are going to use? Groovy. It is DSL. DSL means domain specific language. What is the difference between freestyle and pipeline? Means freestyle will not give you the visualization, but pipeline is going to give, sir. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about declarative pipeline. Which one? Declarative pipeline. Of course, scripted also I'll tell you, but we majorly keep focusing on declarative only. Why? Because in real time we prefer declarative. Sir, here, for example, I'm going to write a simple pipeline to print hello world. Of course, hello world is very basic example. Here, I want to insert the pipeline syntax into your mind. Hello world just a basic example, right? But why I'm taking that basic example means, first of all, you need to be comfortable with your pipeline syntax. Sure. So now create a pipeline, sir. First of all, I'm going to remove all the existing pipelines. So click on dashboard, new item. So I'm going to give the pipeline as Netflix pipeline. Click on pipeline here. Okay. Sir, basically, whenever you are going to work with pipeline, right, we need to write only syntaxes. Syntax is only going to change. For example, if you want to integrate Git with Jenkins, there you can give some Git button, right? Are you seeing Git button here? No. Why? Because we need to write syntax here. Everything is syntax based. Which based? Sir, pipeline, declarative pipeline always start with pipeline. Always start with. Open the brace. If you hit enter, brace is going to close automatically. Is it closed, sir? Next, I need to write agent. Agent means your master and worker nodes. Already we said or not. Jenkins master and slave. If you want to build on slave 1, you can write slave 1 here. Or if you want to build on slave 2, you can write slave 2. But I am writing any. Any means it can build on any node. First one is pipeline, start with pipeline. Second one, agent. Agent means on which worker node you are building. I am building on current working node only. I am putting any here. Next here, pipeline is going to have number of stages. Getting a source code is one stage. Building is one stage. Testing is one stage. And deploying is one more stage. Here I am writing stages. What I am writing? Inside stages, I am going to write stage. What is my name of the stage? Stage number 1. Of course, you can give ABC as well. You can give. And after writing the stage, I'm going to write steps. Steps means what you are going to do. Steps means what you are going to do. For example, I want to print hello world. What I want to print? Can I use echo hello world? Correct or not, sir? Or sir, for example, if I want to create a file, with the help of pipeline, I want to create a file. SH means whenever you are executing Linux commands, we need to use SH. SH means shell command. Which command? So what is the command to create a file, sir? Touch file 1. Clear for all of you? Second time I'm explaining the syntax. Get ready for it. First of all, pipeline is going to start with pipeline. Agent means on which worker node you are executing the pipeline. Next, stages. Why I am giving stages? Why? Because inside pipeline we have multiple stages. Inside stages, what is your stage number 1? Stage number 1. 1 only. Or of course you can put ABC as well. What is your stage number 1 now? Inside this stage, you are going to perform some steps. What is the step here? Creating a file. Clear, sir? Now if I go and click on save, and the moment if I click on build now, I am going to create a file. What I am going to create? Where I am going to create a file on my worker node. If you want me to show, sir, currently your output is on where lib Jenkins workspace or not, sir? Copy this path. All of you know, like this path. CD where lib Jenkins workspace. What is the name of the pipeline? With the help of that pipeline, what I created? File 1. Are you seeing file 1 here? How I create this pipeline, sir? Sorry, how I create this file 1? With the help of pipeline. If I want to create file 2, can you tell me the syntax now? Huh? Okay, try to see this. Again, I am going to delete this whole syntax. Now, all syntax you need to tell me. I'll give you some time to see the syntax. So look at the syntax. Clear now? Tell me the pipeline to create file 2. First of all, we need to write pipeline. Next, agent means on which worker node you want to execute this pipeline. Next, stages. Why stages? Inside single pipeline, you might have multiple stages. Next, stage. Stage, whatever it can be. Inside this one, I want to give steps. Inside this, I want to execute Linux command. SH touch file 2. If I execute the pipeline, what is going to create for me? File 2. I am on the same place now. Currently, I don't have file 2 now. But if the pipeline is executed there, will I get file 2 or not, sir? Pipeline executed here. If you want to see what happened inside this pipeline, click on the logs. Logs means it is going to tell what happened inside that stage. What is the meaning of logs? The meaning of log is events happen. Whatever the events happen inside a system, if you store that on a file, that is called as log file. What we can call it as? For troubleshooting, logs files are very important. Of course, that is separate topic. Now, if I go and give LL, am I getting file 2 or not, sir? This is what you can call as pipeline. That is single stage pipeline. Which stage pipeline? Why single stage pipeline? Here you have only one stage. Correct or not, sir? Now tell me how many are comfortable with understanding the pipeline concept. Pipeline syntax, first of all. Sure? Concept clear. How many of you can tell pipeline without seeing it? Raise your hands. Raise your hands, man. What about remaining then? Okay, for you only, I will tell one shortcut. If you learn this shortcut, any pipeline you can write within minutes. That's for damn sure, I'll promise you. I think you heard that one on 6 p.m. class, right? So now see, sir, to understand the pipeline concept, you need to tell me one thing. All of you passed your graduation, right? Sure. That pass is going to be your keyword now. What is your keyword? Pass. So 1 second, let me write it here. So if you understand the pass, na, P, A, S, S, and one more S for extra handwriting. Okay. Sir, if you see here now, first of all, here P for what, sir? Pipeline. Is it matching or not, sir? A for what, sir? Matching or not, sir? S for what, sir? Matching or not, sir? S for again stage. S for? Now tell me, is writing pipeline easy or difficult? Easy. Why it is easy? Because you need to understand the logic of pass. If you write pass, then the remembering of your pipeline is going to be very, very easy, sir. Lot of people will think writing pipeline is difficult. It is not difficult. It depends upon the how I'm going to teach you. If I use this shortcut, you can able to remember it. If I don't, are you able to remember it? Now write this as note point. Of course, in like nowhere you can get this shortcut. Why? Because I create this zone. Okay. So the note point is pass. P for what, sir? Pipeline. A for agent. A, again S for stage. Again S for stage. First one stages. Second one and third S for steps. Now is the pipeline easy for all of you? Sure. Can you tell any syntax? Sure. Huh? Okay, fine. So now, sir, here you said about single stage pipeline means what is the meaning of multi-stage means? If we have more than one stage, then it is called as clear now. How to create multi-stage pipeline means it is very easy. First of all, for creating multi-stage pipeline, I need not to remove this code. Are you seeing stage here? Put the cursor where your stage is ending. Is my stage ending here? Okay. Hit enter and write stage. Stage number 2 means DEF. Open this brace. Inside stage, what you want to write, sir? Inside step, you can write anything. For example, let's write Linux command. What is the command to see the CPU information? ls CPU. So if I want to execute Linux command, I need to use sh ls cp. Now try to click on save and try to click on build now. Sir, in stage number 1, what happened? Click on logs. In stage number 1, what happened, sir? File 2 is created. In stage number DEF, what is happened, sir, here? CP information got printed or not? Like that. So of course, like this basic is enough to write the pipeline now. First of all, like before writing the pipeline, I'll tell the syntax first of all in real time. Writing the pipeline means you need to understand this one. First of all, you need to get the source code. After getting source code, you want to build. Again, you want to test. After testing it, you want to do it generating a artifact. For build, what is the command, sir? For build, what is the command? MVN compile. For test, MVN test. For artifact, MVN clean package. Command or not? Now, can I put the direct commands there? Can I put it or not? See, what exactly I am saying means instead of here in the configuration part, I just said one small Linux commands. Instead of the sh touch file to, can I give MVN compile? Can I give MVN test here? Correct or not? Now, can you tell me the full pipeline? Pipeline. Next. Agent. Any. Next. Stages. Stage. I am going to give stage number 1, checkout. Checkout means getting the source code from GitHub. Checkout means what? In real time, your stage name will be checkout only. So I'm writing here checkout. So inside this steps, inside this sh, I need to give git URL, right? It will fail. Guys, sh is to execute Linux commands only. Correct or not, guys? But here I want to get the source code. Basically in freestyle job, what happened? You can go to dashboard and you can select git there, right? But here, do you have git option, sir? No. For that purpose, we need to use pipeline syntax. What we need to use? Click on pipeline syntax. The moment if you click on pipeline syntax, sir, currently we are integrating git or not, sir? Select git here. First of all, here we need to give repository URL. Your source code is on which branch? GitHub, DevOps by Raham, Jenkins Java. You all know this source code, right? Daily you are using for the practice. Copy the code from here and give the URL here. Sir, my source code is on which branch? So master. My credentials, it is public or private, sir? Public. I need not to give credential. Click on generate pipeline script. Have I got the script now? Copy the script and paste it here. Point number 1 clear for all of you? Now, if I execute this one, what happened, from this GitHub account, I'm going to get the source code. And source code is going to place on where? Jenkins server. Click on save. Like I'm going to tell you step-by-step process. Click on build now. What is your stage number 1, sir? Check out. Have I got the source code? My output is going to store on which path? Varlib Jenkins. You know the process or not? How can you find where your output is stored? You need to click on this console output. In console output is telling or not, sir? Your output is going to store on varlib Jenkins. It is the path. Don't forget. I am daily saying this point for you. If you want to see where your output is on Jenkins server, you need to go to where? Console output. Where you need to go? In console output, it is printing or not, sir? Now go to this path. Copy this path. Copy this path and just to give CD this path, sir. Now I got the source code or not, sir, here? Have you seen the code here? So you got the source code. In Maven task, what we have done is, first of all, we get the source code. To compile it, what I use MVN? Compile, correct or not, sir? But here you are using pipelines concept. Which concept? Pipeline concept means everything we need to write from Jenkins only. If I do it, it will be manual work. Which work? If you are executing something on server, it will be manual only. Correct or not, sir? So in that case, what I'm going to do is, I am going back to the Jenkins pipeline now. Sir, if you see here, in stage number 2, what you are going to do? You know how to write stage number 2, right? Tell me the process. Here I need to go to stage, build stage. Which stage? Build stage. Next, I want to execute a command. Command means I need to write here sh. What is the command to do the build? MVN compile. Correct or not, sir? So now click on save and click on build now. Sir, you are going to get the source code and you are going to compile the source code. If you want to check the logs, are you seeing the logs or not, sir? Is it compiling or not, sir? Fine. Next, sir, what I want to do next after compiling, what is my next step here? Testing. For testing, what is the command here? MVN. Already we seen on Maven class or not. So here go and give stage. Inside stage. My stage is now test. Inside I need to write. Again I need to write sh mvn test. If I click on save and if I click on build now, again pipeline is going to get the source code, again build it and again test it. Testing or not, sir? Whatever you have done manually, now you are doing it automation. What you are doing is writing the pipeline syntax only one time. And are we able to work with it multiple times or not, sir? Next. Code is get, like code we got. We got the build and we got the, what is the final thing here? What is the goal to convert into artifact? Loudly. Clean package, can we give it or not, sir? Just to go here and give stage. What is the stage number? Artifact stage. Inside stage, what I want to write? Steps. Inside steps, what I want to write? sh mvn clean package. Go here and click on build now. Now again pipeline is going to run. Check out, build, test, artifact. Basically, I can write all of these syntax one and I can explain. But the reason why I'm writing multiple times is you need to have clarity. What is the step and how you want to write the step and how you want to implement. Directly, I can write the source code one time or not, sir. But each step I'm explaining individually or not. Why I'm doing means for your clarity. Now, if you see source code we have taken, have we built it? Have we tested it? Have we converted into artifact or not, sir? How I have done it? By clicking on build now. I just click on build now or not, sir? So if I click on build now, this Jenkins is taking source code from the GitHub and doing the testing and doing the compiling and doing the artifact as well. Have I done anything manual here? Everything I have done automation. Clear or not? One more time, this entire process we are going to do for the third time now. Already 2 times I am explained lively. So now let's go for third time. Click on delete project. From the scratch, you want to tell me now. I haven't given a syntax as well. Tell me the process. First of all, new item. Everyone need to tell me. So name of the job is Netflix pipeline 1 I am taking. Why? Because already pipeline is there. So I'm taking pipeline 1. So select on pipeline. I will give you the statement. Statement means first of all, we need to get the, tell me the syntax from the starting. First of all, pipeline agent any means executing on node. Next here, stages, stage number 1 is checkout. Here I want to write steps. Sir, you want to integrate Git with Jenkins on pipeline. You don't know syntax. You need to click on pipeline syntax. Here we need to select Git and repository URL we need to give or not, sir? And repository URL is on this. So where it is? Here. Take it. And currently my source code is in which branch? But if I put main, entire my syntax is going to change. And it is on public res, so no need of giving credential. Click on generate pipeline script. Copy this. So I need to go here and I need to click on paste. Now in the first stage, what is going to happen, sir? I'm going to get the source code. Correct or not, sir? Stage number 2, you want to build the application. Like build means compiling. Now again tell me the process. I need to put my cursor behind the stage. Now tell me stage, build, next. Steps, sh, mvn, compile. Sir, why I am using sh here? If you want to execute any Linux command, we need to give sh. After building, I want to test it. Again, put the cursor behind the stage here and tell me stage, test, steps, mvn, test. Now again, sir, third time, like in first stage, you are going to get the source code. Second stage, you are going to do building. Third stage, you are going to do stage number 4 is converting into, tell me the process. Stage, artifact, steps, sh, mvn, clean, package. Clear or not, sir? Click on save and click on. Now here I don't do anything. Entire process is going to automate itself. See, sir, am I doing anything here? I write pipeline only one time, but how many times I can build? Multiple times. See how much automation is doing itself. Sir, same thing we have done it on Maven or not, sir? Same thing. How I have done on Maven? Manual way. Which way? I manually take source code and I manually run commands or not, sir? But here, what is happening here? Automation. How I'm automating? With the help of pipeline concept. Which concept? Is writing pipeline easy or difficult? No? I'm not getting proper response. Easy or difficult? Sure. Can I fix it? Now anyone can write any pipeline, right? Sure. Okay. I'm gonna give you one task. In lively, you want to perform the task. Okay. If you perform the task, like you might got some clarity about pipelines now. Okay. Fine. So the next concept is pipeline as a code. Put the heading, very important concept. What it is called as pipeline as a code. CI pipeline. Okay. Pipeline as a code. Executing multiple commands or multiple actions on a single stage. What is the meaning of pipeline as a code? Executing multiple commands or multiple actions on a single stage. Sir, now if you see in the above pipeline, how many actions we performed there? 4 actions. Getting the source code, action number 1. Building, action number 2. Testing, action number 3. Artifact, action number 4. Sir, for these 4 actions, how many steps I build here? Like how many stages I build? But if I do all of these 4 actions in a single stage, that is called as pipeline as a code. What we can call it as? For that purpose, these 4 actions I am going to perform on single stage, sir. First of all, tell me how to write the code for single stage. Tell me, sir, how to write the code for single stage. Pipeline. Next. Agent any. Next. Stages, not stage. If you wait for next 20 minutes, you can have the clarity. First of all, I need to finish this, right? Next, here what I'm giving? Stages. Inside stages, I want to give stage. Stage means like I'm giving 1. So next I want to give, sir, here I am going to write all the steps at a single time. Step number 1, I am going to get the source code or not, sir? So give the step number 1 here. Remove this, it is not required then. Okay. So it is done. Inside single stage, first step is given. Step number 2 is sh, mvn, compile. Next, sh, mvn, test. sh, mvn, clean. Sir, previously you executed all of them on different stages. Correct or not, sir? But now all of them you are executing on single stage. Then what is this concept called as? Pipeline as a code. Pipeline as a code means executing multiple commands or multiple actions over a single stage. So if you click on save and if you click on build now, everything is going to perform on the single stage, sir. Is it performing or not? If you want to see, go for live logs. If you want to get live log, click on the green color symbol. Building testing doing or not, sir? Success, right? That's it. So now the previous example is having multiple stages, but this example is having, but output is same or different. Correct or not? What is this concept called as? Pipeline as a code. Pipeline as a code means executing multiple commands or multiple actions on a. Of course, if you want to perform on one more stage as well, you can write. That is optional. Now this time you tell me, I want to use pipeline as a code, but now this time I want to write in multiple stages. First two, I want to perform on stage number 1. Second two, I want to perform on. Concept is pipeline as a code only. But first example is pipeline as a code on single stage. Second example is pipeline as a code on multiple stages. Okay, now tell me. I won't do anything. I'll just give you the statement. First two want to execute on stage number 1. Second two actions need to execute on. Tell me the syntax. Pipeline, agent, any, stages, stage, 1, next. Steps. First git I want to take. So if you want to take the source code from the git. So first of all, you need to write git only there. Already I have it now. So I'm copying it from here. Done, sir? sh, mvn, compile. Now I want to write stage 2. Of course, still it is a pipeline as a code. Why still it is a pipeline as a code? Executing more than one action or not, sir? That's it. So go for stage number 2. Like whatever it can be. Next I want to write here steps. Next I want to write here sh. I want to test it. mvn test sh. Next mvn. Sir, it is single stage pipeline or multi-stage pipeline? How you can tell you? Because you have more than. Is it clear? Again, it is pipeline as a code or not, sir? But sir, pipeline as a code means you need to execute all commands on single stage or not, sir? But why I'm using multiple stages? Pipeline as a code means executing multiple commands on single stage. That is correct. But it doesn't mean in pipeline as a code, we cannot use multiple stages. First example I said you is pipeline as a code on single stage. This example is pipeline as a code on multiple stages. Correct or not, sir? All of you got the clarity? Sure. No, na? Someone from here said no. Who's it? Sequential, like one by one only. Please see, step by step of process of execution, right? Step by step means first step you need to complete rather than going for second step. So it is pipeline as a code over multi-stage. So let's try to run this now. Click on save and click on build now. Sir, now I am performing pipeline as a code only. How can you tell I am performing pipeline as a code? Because more than one action that will indicate pipeline as a code. But pipeline as a code on multi stages. How many stages? Same output or not, sir? But way of execution is different. You are comfortable with single stage, write down single stage. No, sir, if I'm comfortable with multi-stage, write down multiple stages. Clear for all of you? Okay, online. Can you please confirm in chat once? Is the process clear till now? Like whatever I have said you. What is the pipeline? How to write single stage and multi-stage? You can ping me on the comments. If it is clear for you, like it will be great. Okay, clear. Fine. Yeah, syntax is going to close automatically, Bashir. Sir, in real time, we use single stage or multi-stage. Definitely multi-stage only. Single stage we never use. Okay. Hope it is clear for you, Akanksha. And one more question from Satya is, can we have dependencies are in between stages, or do we have any dependencies? Dependency, we are going to mention everything on pom.xml, Satya. Yes, Groovy is definitely case sensitive. Why? Because instead of pipeline P, I give small, right? If I give caps, it won't accept. Okay. Every syntax is case sensitive. No need to mention that separately. Clear? Fine. The next concept is, again, in pipeline as a code as well, we have something that is called as pipeline as a code over single shell. Pipeline as a code over. Sir, I'll ask you something here. Like when I execute this one, right? So what it is? When I execute this one, sir, how many shell comments are there? For 3 comments, I wrote how many times sh there? 3 times, right? But it is not required, sir. I can write multiple comments over a single shell. How to write multiple comments over a single shell means, remove these comments first of all and give only single shell. What I am giving? Open 3 quotes and close it. So first of all, MVN, compile. Second one, MVN. Third one, MVN. Correct or not, sir? Basically, for each shell command, definitely we write what? sh only. In general, for 3 shell commands, how many times you write sh? But for again 3 shell commands, how many times you are writing sh? But of course, you can write some more commands as well. You can write the commands called like mvn package or mvn install. Can we write this or not, sir? Here, single quotes will be 3 only, no matter how many commands you run. Okay, if you run 10 commands, only 3 single quotes. If you write 20 commands, 3 single quotes. Click on save and click on build now. Sir, but before building, in previously, how many shells you got, sir? 3 shells. Why? Because you write 3 shell commands. For each shell command, you write sh. But if you try to click on build now, you are going to get how many shells, sir? Only 1 shell. If you want me to show, click on logs. How many shells you are writing here? In this single shell only, mvn compile, test, package, install, clean package, everything is performing or not, sir? This is what you called as pipeline as a code over single shell. What we can call it as pipeline as a code over single shell. Sorry? You can't. Pipeline will won't accept. Like pipeline is completely having a syntax of Groovy. Whenever you are using programming language, we need to follow the rules or not. For example, like in Python, is Python going to accept a semicolon there? You can't, right? But whereas Java, it won't happen. Syntax, I'll tell you only one thing. You cannot use semicolon over the pipeline syntax, wherever it can be. You can do it. You can do those kind of operations. You can do it. Sorry. So now, like, is it done, sir? So now let's recap what we have covered so far, like before going for next concept. So today we started with the class of which concept? Pipeline means what? Step-by-step execution of a process. Or second meaning is series of events interlinked with each other. So pipelines are syntax based. Like which kind of syntax we are using? Groovy. It's a domain specific language. It gives a like visualization of the pipeline will use, not domain specific language. In real time, if you want to write the pipeline, what is the first thing you want to do? Source code, build, test. In official documentation also, in image showing the same thing or not, sir? Only the last stage that is missing is deployment. What is the last stage missing? Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to deploy as well. But not now, we need to install Tomcat for it. What we need to install? Once I install Tomcat, you can be able to easily deploy the application. Fine. Coming to type of pipelines, how many we have? What are those? Scripted and declarative. So I'm going to teach you which one. Sir, single stage means only having one stage. If you have more than one stage, that is called as. Have you seen an example for both of them or not, sir? Of course, I haven't wrote it here. Like, let me wrote it. Let me write it, sorry. Single stage, multi-stage. Multi-stage means more than one stage. So now I'm going to copy the stage here. And one more thing, as it is case sensitive, right? I already said. Okay, that's it. So if you want to create pipeline, can we do it like this? Tell me it is example for single stage or multi-stage. Why multi-stage? Because more than one stage. Next one is pipeline as a code. What is the meaning of pipeline as a code, sir? Executing multiple actions or executing multiple commands on a single stage. Have you done it practically? And next example, I again said pipeline as a code over multiple stages. That means multiple actions you are going to do on multiple stages. Correct or not, sir? Executing multiple actions on multiple stages. Clear, sir? Next, pipeline as a code over. No. Pipeline is a code over single shell actually. Over single. What is the definition of this one? Executing the multiple commands over a single shell. Concept clear, sir, till now? For everyone, I am asking everyone in the class. If you are not clear with any topic, please ask me. Why? Because guys, writing the pipeline is the least thing you need to have as a DevOps engineer. Okay, it is the basic. Least means like basic thing you need to have. Without writing the pipeline, you cannot do anything. By the end of the course, I am going to give guarantee you can write pipeline for any tool. If you want to do deployment on Terraform, you can write pipeline. If you want to do deployment for Docker, you can write pipeline. Anything you can write. But it is the basic stuff you need to understand. Clear for all of you? Okay, sir, fine. Sir, next here, I want to do the deployment. What I want to do? Deployment. But before going for the deployment, we need to install Tomcat. What we need to install? But I'm not going to tell you. Why? Because before telling Tomcat topic, we have a lot of topics to cover. Clear now? Okay, fine. Sir, in real time, what happened, whenever we are executing this pipeline, whenever we are going to execute this pipeline, we need to check the code quality or not, sir? Tell me, we need to check the quality of code or not? To check the quality of code, which tool we are going to use? SonarQube, correct or not? That means we need to include this on pipeline or not, sir? Isn't it the question? First of all, like I'm running the pipeline. Pipeline is doing what? Getting the source code, building it, testing it, generating a var file. That var file I'm going to deploy in production, sir. But before going for deployment production, I want to check, do we have any bugs or not, sir? Do you want to check the quality of code or not, sir? I want to check bugs, vulnerabilities, code duplication, everything we want to check. That means we need to automate this work as well or not, sir? To check the code quality of a tool, we are going to use SonarQube. What we are going to use? SonarQube is a tool that which is used to check the quality of a code. Basically, SonarQube is running on the port number 9090 and it has the Java 11 dependency. Let me write something about SonarQube here. Of course, in document, I have given everything about SonarQube, but I'll cover some basics here, like what is SonarQube here. Some basic points. Basic means, okay. It's a tool used to check the code quality. It covers the bugs, vulnerabilities, code duplications, and code smells. Okay. Sir, SonarQube port number is which one, sir? 9000. And you know the requirement of server, you need to have T2 medium. What you need to have? Why? Because SonarQube required at least 2 CPUs to run. If you don't have more than 2 CPUs, you cannot work with the SonarQube. And what is the dependency? Java 11. What it is? Java 11. Clear for all of you? So SonarQube is a tool used to check the code quality. It covers like bugs it is going to check, vulnerabilities it is going to check. Vulnerabilities means what we can call as lopam. If you want to tell me on Telugu, it is called as lopam, okay? Next, code duplications, code smells, everything like this are going to cover. And SonarQube is going to work with 20 plus programming languages. It supports how many, sir? 20 plus programming languages. And of course, we have both free and paid. Free and paid version. Clear? I'll explain here lively, okay? Just wait for something. Why? Because everything I cannot tell you theoretical, right? If I show something practically for you, it will be easy for you. Okay, sir, fine. Now to set up the SonarQube, I'm going to take one more new server with the help of like T2. Of course, I can set it on Jenkins server as well. But I want to create it on separate server. Why? Because in real time, SonarQube is always going to run on separate server only. We don't include this on Jenkins server. SonarQube. How much time it will take to set up SonarQube, sir? How much time it will take? Less than 5 minutes, sir. We can do it with the help of 1 minute, like with the help of script actually. Why? Because I already said to set up any tool on our course, what we are going to use? Scripts only. I won't teach you manual method, okay? Why? Because if you want to do anything in real time, you are going to prefer automation. How I am going to set up the tool automation with the help of scripts. Jenkins, how you set up, sir? SonarQube also same thing. So where you are going to get the scripts from? If you go to my Raham Sheikh account, here you can set the scripts. Go to your repositories. In repositories, are you seeing all setups? Here are you using the SonarQube or not, sir? Where? Yeah, sonar.sh. Are you seeing the script here? Directly run the script. Don't do anything. Directly run this script. I'll explain the script first of all before running. Everything you are seeing is Linux commands only there. I'll read the command. Tell me the output for command. CD command is used to which directory you are going for? OPT. Duplicate command is to download files from internet. SonarQube is on zip format. It is on internet. I am downloading to my local. SonarQube is on zip format, sir. I am going to make it as. Now I want to install Java 11 or not. Is it command installing Java 11? What is the purpose of using user add command? To add the Sonar user. Ch own means change the ownership. All these commands I covered on Linux, if you remember. Ch own means change the. I am giving SonarQube user and SonarQube group for the SonarQube folder. And ch mode is for executable permission. Am I giving executable permission or not, sir? su-sonar means you are logged into the SonarQube user. Which user? I mean like Sonar user only. Now, how to execute the script means connect to your server. Of course, you can connect from Mobextom or even though you can connect it from the browser as well, depends. So I'm going to copy the script from my GitHub and I'm going to give it here as well. Copy the file. Sudo yum update. First of all, update the server. Why? Because I have some updates here. So I'm going to update this one. Yes, like in Amazon Linux 2023, it will not work, Akanksha. That's the reason I said not to use that one. Why? Because it is having some vulnerabilities still. Please use Amazon Linux 2 only. Can we install Tomcat using pipeline? Definitely, Narendra, you can do it. Sudo -i. So give VM SonarQube dot sh. Am I pasting my script here? Sir, again, second time I'm explaining the script. First of all, you are going to OPT folder and you are downloading the SonarQube. SonarQube is in which format now? You are making unzip and you are installing what? Java 11. Why Java 11? Dependency. Without Java 11, SonarQube will not work. And user add Sonar. What is the meaning of this point? Adding the SonarQube user. Why? Because he need to be the owner for the files. CH own means changing the. I am adding SonarQube user and Sonar group to the SonarQube files, all of the files, and I am giving full permissions. And finally, I am logging to the Sonar user. Which user? After logging to the user, you need to run one command manually. Are you seeing this command? This is the only command you need to run manually. Of course, I have given the command as well. sh opt SonarQube linux bin start the SonarQube file. So now let's try to run this file. sh sonar. I'm not doing anything. How the script is executing, sir? Automatically. Here I'm not doing anything. In your real time as well, if someone gives you any task, use my scripts. Those are free for you. Really, man? It's free for you completely. If I write scripts and if I make safely on one place, if I store them on one place, am I going to get crores or what? I'll get nothing, right? But if I give it for you, you will be getting benefit or not. That's the reason. Setup. And of course, like a lot of people who is working on real time as well using our scripts. Now, if you go and check, sorry, setup done now. Currently, we're on which user? Setup is done. Now, we need to start the SonarQube server. Already, I gave the command here. See, run this command server on manually. What is the command? sh opt SonarQube bin linux sonar.sh start. So, give sh inside opt SonarQube bin linux startup dot sonar.sh start. SonarQube is started now. SonarQube is what? Of course, if you want to check the status, put status. It is optional only. Put the status, sir. SonarQube running or not. That's it. Now, if I want to log into the dashboard of SonarQube, copy the public IP address and paste it here, sir. Port number will be. So, whenever you are not getting output, what is the first troubleshooting you want to do? Go to the security group and check port number 9000 is there or not. By default, SonarQube username and password will be admin. That also I have given here. Have you seen this one? Admin. Fine. So it is working now. Wait for it. You can do any kind of setup with the help of scripts. Okay. But first of all, you need to know manual method. So username is, password is, and you can change the password now. Once you log in, give the old password admin and give new password. Password does not match. Huh? So done, sir, no? Now from here, the process is going to be very, very easy. So I'm writing here. After login, guys, pin to pin I'm giving, okay? Please follow these notes. Click on add project. Click on manual and give the project key Netflix. What I'm giving? Click on setup. First of all, write these 4 points. Add project. Next. Manual. Next. Project key. Project key I'm giving what? Netflix. And click on setup. Now what is going to happen? You know, token also give Netflix only. What I'm giving? So give token Netflix. And click on continue, generate. If you click on generate now, you will get one token. Continue. Okay. So generate and continue. So select here Maven. What you want to select? That's it, sir. Setup is done. Are you seeing the comments? Copy these comments and go to your pipeline. In pipeline, I want to check the quality of a code. If I want to check the quality of a code, before artifact only, I want to check the code, sir. Like if you create the artifact, then if you check the code, no use of it. First of all, we need to check the code, then we need to create the, correct or not, sir? I am writing here stage. So name of the stage is code quality. What is the name of the stage? Next, I want to give steps. Here I want to give sh. I copied some content right here. I want to paste it. Now what I want to use here? It is multiple lines. Pipeline as a code over single shell. Correct or not, sir? Why? Because here you are having multiple commands. Na? So you want to use only single shell. sh, 3 single quotes open, 3 single quotes close. Why? Because here you are having multiple commands. Na? And like for pipeline alignment, whatever the syntax you are seeing here, arrange is on same format. Here, hyphen is behind the n. Correct or not, sir? So here also you need to give behind n. Here also I need to give behind. Correct or not, sir? I don't do anything now. I click on save and I click on build now. Now what is going to happen? You know, same pipeline I'm going to run. But what I'm doing here newly? Adding the code quality. So tell me, adding the code quality is easy or difficult now? Setup you have done manual. Comments also you are performing manual. Fine. Sir, if you see code quality is done or not, sir? Code quality done or not? Now what I'll do, you know, if I go to back here, like let me execute this pipeline completely. Yeah, is pipeline successfully done now? If you want to check the output, whether your project code is having bugs or not, go to here, go to Netflix. How many bugs I have, sir? How many vulnerabilities I have? How many depths I have? Total number of lines. How many lines I have scanned? In 250 lines, have I found any duplicate code? No. And like coverage also like completely. And how many unit tests we have performed? If you click on 2, it is going to show the unit test list. Showing or not, sir? So like this, we can get the metrics as well. Of course, if you want to add some metrics, you can also add the metrics. So this is the way how we are going to test the quality of a code. By using which tool we have done it? SonarQube tool. Which tool? And after like Maven and copy paste the code on pipeline. For reference also, I'm giving my pipeline code. Guys, here I'm giving my pipeline code. Don't use my pipeline code. Why? Because it will not execute. If you see here, why it is not going to execute means Here I am using my server IP, but your server IP is going to be different or not, sir? Here I am using my key. It is my key to login. Your key will be different or not, sir? Whatever code you get, na, copy paste your code there. For reference, I am giving my code. You need to use your SonarQube code, sir. Clear now? Can we set SonarQube one more time? Sure. Now tell me the process. I am deleting this one. Actually, this time is not what we call this one. It is not necessary. But why I am creating multiple time means to make you practice here only. Tell me the process. Click on. Next click on manual. Project name. I am giving this time Raham. What I am giving? Click on. Then next. Token. Token also I am going to give it as Raham. Generate. Maven. Copy the comments and paste it on. In before artifact only we need to paste or not, sir? If I want to paste it, which concept I want to use? Pipeline as a code over single shell. Why? Because I am having multiple commands, right? So for that purpose, I need to use pipeline as a code over single shell. Now tell me, you write pipeline to get the source code, to compile, to test it, to check the code quality, and to create the artifact also you write. Only one stage is missing. That is deployment stage. Which stage? Which you are going to do on your upcoming classes. If you install Tomcat and if you write one more stage, that is your end-to-end pipeline. Out of 6 pipeline stages, how many stages I have covered here? 5. Now you tell me, is writing pipeline really a difficult task? How it is? Why it is easy? Because of the past syntax. Which syntax? Guys, trust me, writing the pipeline is the most difficult task some people will feel. But it is not that difficult. The person who is training you, he need to make it very clear for you. The reason why I am taking multiple examples over single concept is I want to insert the syntax into your brain. The moment if I insert the syntax into your brain, you can write pipeline for anything or not, sir. That's the clarity you need to have. Clear now? That's it. Okay, sir. Pipeline you are executing on directly Jenkins main server. Which server? But I want to execute the pipeline on slave server. Where I want to execute? I think some of you asked, right? I think it's you. If I want to execute the pipeline on slave server, the only thing we are going to do, first of all, I need to start my slave servers. These are on which stage? Stopping stage. Which stage, guys? I'm going to start my slave one here. Start. Why? Because here, if I go to my dashboard, slave 1 and slave 2 is on offline mode. Which mode? Why those are on offline mode? Because I stopped them, right? So once this become online, I can be able to run my pipeline on slaves. The step is very easy. Just go to configure. In configuration stage, instead of agent any, okay, open the bracer. Open the brace. So just to give label. What is the label for my slave 1? Now directly this pipeline, entire same script, entire same command, entire same output is going to work on. Till now it is working on Jenkins only, but now where it is going to work on? Of course you can ask me, sir, in freestyle job directly we give restrict this project or not, sir? Can we give like that, right? It won't work on pipeline. Why? Because pipeline will not have some options by default. For that purpose, we need to execute like this. So this small thing I'm gonna give it only up to here. Or like let me give the full thing. To execute on slave. Basically, like this much of thing is not required. Directly I'll give only what the, like up to here. 1 second. Control set. Label, I'm gonna give it as slave 1. Of course, your label might be different again. Okay, don't confuse. Click on slave. Sir, now check. Is my slave 1 working or not? Still it is on which mode? Offline mode. Why? Because I need to connect to this one. So let me connect to this slave 1. Click on connect and try to run it here. cd desktop slash keep here. Wait, man, 1 second. cd desktop slash keep here. Now if I connect and if I run some update comments, it is going to come to online mode. Still it is on which mode? Let's try to check it here. Slave is on which mode? If you click on launch agent one more time, it is going to run now. Sudo yum update -y. So let me run this one now. Sudo -i. And of course, guys, in real time, we don't stop servers. Here I'm stopping for the building only, but in real time, you won't stop servers. Check Java version. Which version of Java we have? 1.8, which is working here. For that purpose, it is running on connection closed. So now can we switch the version from Java 1.8 to 11, sir? Currently it is 1.8. That's the reason my slave is on offline mode. Tell me the command. Update alternatives -config Java. Which one I want to press now? What is my current Java version? 11. If I go now, my slave will become online now. If I click on refresh now, if I click on launch agent one more time, it will be online. Is it online or not, sir? Now, these are the small kind of troubleshooting techniques you can learn. Okay, if I directly start the server and if it is not responding, I cannot delete the server and recreate. First of all, I need to troubleshoot that one. If I troubleshoot here, you can learn from me and you can implement on your real time or not, sir. That's it. Now, if I go and if I click on build now, where it is going to build, sir? On my master node or worker node? Which one? Slave one, right? So if you click for live logs, in live logs, it is going to tell. In live logs, it is going to build on which server? Go to this path, TMP workspace Netflix pipeline one. Go to this path, CD. Paste it here. Are you seeing here pom.xml source target or not, sir? So this is the way how you can distribute the build. Distribute the build. We have seen on freestyle and we have seen on pipeline. What is the difference in pipeline? Instead of agent, we need to give label. What we need to give, sir? That's it for today. Clear now? In today's class, what we have seen about? Pipelines. So pipeline means step-by-step execution of a process. Now have you got the clarity how the real-time pipeline is going to work, sir? Everyone? Sure. Okay, how the class for today? Not getting proper response, man. Interesting, right? So go to the lab and practice all of them. And one more thing, like I'm not seeing all of you on the lab. What might be the reason? See, how many of you are here for jobs here? Raise your hands. Everyone will raise now. See, without practicing, how can you get jobs, man? Like, of course, if you don't want to practice here, go to your home and in home also you can practice. But don't leave the practice. It doesn't matter how much depth I'll teach you. The only matter is how much you are practicing. Actually, this much of content is not enough for you. Like, it's not required for you even actually. Not enough, not required. But the reason why I'm teaching is here there are a lot of people who want to go with experience. Only particularly for you folks, I am teaching everything on in-depth and multiple times, not single time. Clear now? Okay then. So any doubts or any queries on today's session, first of all? Online, you too. Any doubts or queries? If you don't have any doubts or queries, like I can stop the servers here, like a SonarQube server, Jenkins, I'm going to stop it here. Today I explained declarative. Yes, Basha. Like, sorry, Bashir, not Basha. In real time, do we need to write our own script? Basically, yes. If you write your own script, right, you can automate everything. If you don't know how to write the scripting, so you need to go to Linux classes. All of you are going for Linux classes? How many of you are going? Raise your hands. What about remaining? Next batch, huh? Go to Linux class. Why? Because Linux will give lot of strength for your own resume. Okay. Okay, then if you don't have any doubts or queries, let's wrap up session today and let's meet you on your tomorrow's class. In tomorrow also we have pipelines. It is not done yet. We have done only half of the part of pipeline. In tomorrow I'm gonna cover remaining pipeline concept. Okay. Okay then. Thank you. Thank you everyone. Bye all.